Good morning. Welcome or welcome back to Bookeemonsters. My name is PK. It is Monday, January the 20th. We're here to look at the new releases that have been published this week. And on Mondays, we look at Cozy Mysteries. Quick announcements. I don't have any sprints tonight. They are on, I'm not sure whose. I didn't look. I apologize. If someone could let me know in the comments, we will update that. I will have sprints tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. They go for 2.5 hours. I do them every Tuesday and Thursday evening and Saturday afternoons. And tomorrow's morning show will be thrillers and regular crime fiction. Hope you had a good weekend. It is cold here today. Very cold. Hi, Cajun. She has a day off. Morning, everyone. Today is a holiday at work. It is 12 degrees and feels like 5. Good day to snuggle under a blanket with hot chocolate and read. That sounds like a great plan. We're starting out at -9 here in Billings, Montana. I think we're supposed to get to 13 above. So it is definitely cold. I would rather do what you're doing. I think Sarah, but Melmac's not on the schedule. She said she needs to verify. Gotcha. Hi, Mary. Good morning. Hey, Mary, did you see Randy's news? Wow, -9. Yeah. This is when you breathe in with your nose, your nostrils stick together. It's that kind of cold. Okay, just said, morning, Mary. Good morning, Elena. How you doing? No work today. Wee, good for you. There's work for me, but I'm glad you have it off. That's fantastic. I would prefer to have a day like yours. All right. Cozy Mysteries it is. Hi, Emily. It's 1 degree here with wind chills below 0, -15 to -20, and you have a dental appointment at 9. Oof. Yes, it is amazing. I'm so pleased and happy for them. So I've added a new crochet project to the list. I'll be working on their wedding one, but now I'll be working on the baby one. I'm going to do this one. So, holding off on projects for myself, I have another gift one to do. And Katie says, good morning to Elena. You are great. Oh, good to hear. I was hoping to hear that. Mary says hello to everybody. And good morning, Cajun. And very pretty. Good morning, Mary. Awesome. All right. So let's go into Cozy Mysteries. These are in here by release date this week. With Cozy Mysteries, they're released throughout the entire week. And then from there, it's alphabetical by last name, according to the site that I go to. First up, South Beach Scandal by Cindy Quayle, third in the Claire O'Keefe Mysteries. Who could resist a free week-long scuba diving vacation in the Bahamas? Not Claire O'Keefe, when her pal Peyton Barnes wins 2 spots on a luxurious live-aboard cruise. Claire eagerly dives into the adventure. The perfect ending to the dream getaway is spoiled when one of the diving guests is killed during the after-cruise dinner party. Detained for the murder, Claire calls her boyfriend Aiden for help. When he arrives in Miami, accompanied by his best friend Ryan, a sharp and experienced criminal attorney, her initial hopes of being cleared quickly dissolve as the situation becomes more complicated. With the help of a few quirky retirees, Claire and her friends defy Detective Levy's order to stay out of the investigation. As Claire delves deeper into the case, she uncovers a scandalous plot by one of the South Beach High Society. Will Claire's sleuthing clear her name, or will she and her friends end up as shark bait in this high-stakes game? That will be lovely. I know that be pleased to receive it. Thank you. It took a while to find it. So for the others, there is a Mary and I actually met on another YouTube channel called Thunder Horse Descendant, and that's run by Randy, who is in Minnesota, and she does beading. And that's the wedding that I'm doing the blanket for. She and her partner, Jefferson, are getting married in March after being together for 15 years. Randy released news yesterday that after being together for 15 years and trying to get pregnant in the beginning of the relationship and reconciling to the fact that they were not going to be having children, she's pregnant. And I suppose at her age 39, they consider it a geriatric pregnancy. But I believe she's also quite a bit along, too, before she realized what was going on. So on top of the wedding blanket, Randy is the one I did the very, 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 very first blanket for that was not square or rectangular. It is rhombus shaped. So I have 2 more on my list to make to let you know what was going on there. Kim, good morning. Lost track of time. That's okay. It's Monday, and for some people, they are off. So it's going to be just a day of confusion. No mail, probably no bank. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Mary says, hi, Kim. Rhombus. I get extra points for using rhombus in a sentence. Masterminds and Deadly Finds by A.R. Winters. Second, in the McBlack's Treats Cafe, Cozy Mysteries. When a local caterer goes missing, Rosie and Tiff are hired to do her job, catering for a group of highly intelligent, that's probably brainiacs, although it's here as braniacs. Maybe they just like bran muffins. I don't know. But when a member of the group is killed, Tiff and Rosie find themselves investigating what might be their toughest case, a murder committed by a genius. Stone, Jan, and Nana all help out, but when the group discover that the missing caterer might be involved in this death, they wonder just how far the killer will go to cover their tracks. Succubi and Secrets by Renee Marsky, 4th in the Spellbrook Mystery Series. With new leads, Reagan follows the trail her birth mother left behind. Reagan is on the hunt to find her birth mother, hoping against hope that she is still alive and can give Reagan some of the answers she's looking for. Armed with the information regarding the facility her grandmother had placed her mother in, she starts there. Except things at the facility don't seem quite right, and Reagan ends up with more questions than answers. What really happened to Patience Copeland, aka Evie? Will Reagan find her birth mother or more secrets? Read to find out what really happens to Reagan's mother. And I forgot to click on it. We'll give this a moment. Now that's a smirk if there ever was one. A red-haired smirk. Muffins and Martinis by Casey Bellinger, 4th in the Antiques and Drinks series. Upon returning from a terrifying trip with antique guru John Daly, Annie Taylor is eager to bid John farewell and prepare for her Valentine's weekend retreat with Officer Tom Collins. However, an approaching snowstorm stalls her plans. To make matters worse, her business partner Kendra accidentally bakes a batch of hexed pastries, as one does. Shortly after, news of a murderer in the vicinity emerges and people begin vanishing. With the help of her quirky spectral friend Chester Shirley, can Annie solve the mystery, or is she destined to be the next casualty? End of row 1. Hunting and Homicide. Morning, Kim. And Kim says 24 here, feels like 16. They just like bad muffins. And Cajun, I cannot believe, as cold as it is, 16, the car windows are not frosted over. Just looked out the window and no one's is. Odd. Once they start breathing in them, though, that'll probably happen. Haunting and Homicide by Ava Burke. Tallulah Lou Thatcher has a gift. She can see dead people, but in New Orleans, Louisiana, that is not a drawback. On the contrary, her ability to see ghosts helped her host viral ghost tours through the historic Garden District. When rival tour guide Adam Brent, who accused her of faking her encounters to undercut his business, is found murdered, Lou is the only one who can see him. His ghost, that is. It's no secret Adam and Lou were feuding, and with the absence of a suspect, she's the only one with a clear motive. After Detective Dylan Finch, Lou's longtime crush, reveals the murder weapon was a ceremonial dagger from Lou's shop, she's officially declared the prime suspect. Determined to prove her innocence, Lou starts investigating right away. Weaving her way through Adam's business partnerships, friendships, and kinships, Lou must uncover who wished to see him dead before the killer tries to silence her forever. It looks like there's a beagle on the cover. Point in its favor. Star-crossed egg tarts. Words you would not necessarily see together. Kim says that's one reason I'm so glad to have a carport. Some covering helps, sure. This is by Jennifer J. Chow, second in the Magical Fortune Cookie series. Jin Bakery has been asked to cater the Lungwoo outdoor wedding at Pixie Park. The day of the ceremony, Felicity is finishing the cake of tiered egg tarts as the wedding party arrives for the ceremony. When one of the groomsmen, Miles Wu, doesn't arrive, Felicity's best friend and local florist, Kelvin, generously steps in for him and the wedding goes smoothly until cake cutting time. That's when Felicity finds Miles' dead body beneath the table with her egg tarts display, stabbed by Kelvin's gardening shears. With the detective's sight on Kelvin, Felicity starts sleuthing away to prove his innocence, revealing dark secrets about all the wedding's attendants. They each had something to hide and a reason to quiet Miles forever. To make matters worse, Felicity's powers of prediction are on the fritz thanks to the emotional turmoil of a surprise visit from her estranged father. When the groom gets poisoned at the send-off party and winds up in a coma, the stakes are even higher, not to mention Felicity's feelings for Kelvin are beginning to feel more than friendly. Can you have those kind of feelings for somebody named Kelvin? Will Felicity's magic return in time to catch the true culprit and rescue her budding relationship with Kelvin? Do we want to? His name is Kelvin. Loose Lips. Now this cover catches your attention. It's different from the others. This is by Kemper Donovan, second in the Ghost Rider mystery series. Those who can do, those who can't teach. So goes the adage, but sometimes even a first-rate ghostwriter and successful mystery author needs to make a buck. Even if that means setting foot on a cruise ship, something she vowed she'd never do. To top it off, the Get Lit cruise is being organized by Peyton Garrett, a very popular best-selling author, and the ghostwriter's longtime frenemy, from back in their MFA days. Over the years, Peyton has reinvented herself. She gained a wife while ditching her journalist husband, who is also on board. And she's acquired a rabid following who eagerly snapped up the invitations sent to a select few of her newsletter subscribers. The guests, all female, will receive personalized instruction from experts in 5 different writing genres while basking in Peyton's reflected glow. Between mentoring guests, flirting with Peyton's ex, and taking bets on how long before someone performs a reenactment of Titanic's "I'm flying" scene, answer, not long enough. There's plenty to keep a ghostwriter occupied. But there's one activity nobody expected, solving a murder. When an attendee is found dead under suspicious circumstances and several others suffer symptoms of poisoning, there are numerous motives and suspects to choose from. But could it be that the victim wasn't even the intended target? As the body count rises along the onboard tensions, no one is safe, except perhaps for a killer whose scruples have long abandoned ship. And of course, like every well-plotted mystery, this one has an extra twist. A lethal walk in Lakeland. Kim says, staying under covers and being TV junkie today. I would if I could. Our roads are very icy this morning. We were supposed to have snow yesterday, but it was sleet inside, and everything is frozen. Glad I have no place I have to be. Indeed, I'm glad you don't. I hate driving on that stuff. Kim, I'd be losing an L in my name. Yeah. Emily, well, Loose Lips is a book I won't read, as the saying is demeaning to teachers. That's true. Very 11 degrees this morning. Ugh. Kim, glad I stopped at the grocery store yesterday. Indeed. Did you get some snacks? A Lethal Walk in Lakeland by Nicholas George. This is second, I believe, in series. Chase has two compelling reasons for returning to England: a group walk along the famed coast-to-coast trail in the picturesque Lake District, and a chance to further his relationship with Mike, the handsome Devonshire coroner he met on his last trip. The walkers, including Chase's dear friend and fellow Anglophile Billy Munro, assemble at a Cumbrian hotel and begin their adventure with the traditional baptism of the boots in St. Bees Bay. But they've barely begun traveling eastward with their genial guide, then the group dynamic turns unexpectedly rocky. The problem is the Uptons, a wealthy family who have arrived from Texas and whose squabbling antics continually overshadow the bucolic surroundings. Brock Upton, tall and commanding, is traveling with his pint-sized wife and his three siblings, along with a family friend. Every member of the party cites a different reason for joining the tour, and Chase's instincts tell him they're all lying. Brock's heart condition hinders their progress through the Lake District's hill and dales, but that proves the least of their problems when one of the Uptons is fatally poisoned. Years of secrets and grudges emerge, along with a decades-old family mystery, and only Chase's investigative expertise can find the answers and uncover a killer in their midst before tragedy befalls the tour again. That is a very pretty cover. End of row 2. You did good. I went Saturday morning, so I wouldn't have to get out or have to get delivery, since we will be below freezing until Wednesday, and the high then is only 37. Yeah, I think we're supposed to start hitting the 30s by about Wednesday. And Kim went after lunch after church. There you go. While you're out and about anyway. Good job. All Too Dead by Scarlett Moss, first in the Swift Justice Club Cozy Mysteries. Elle Harper's life was perfectly predictable until she inherited the Velvet Anchor pub. Now she's trading Atlanta's skyline for salty air, stubborn locals, and a dog who thinks he's the boss. The pub, quaint but manageable. The town, a little too charming for its own good. And B, she left Elle more than just a business, like questions no one's rushing to answer. As Elle settles in, she finds herself surrounded by B's inner circle, a bartender who's heard every town secret, a free-spirited friend burning sage in the corners, and a social media guru one hashtag away from going viral. But when odd accidents and whispered warnings start piling up, Elle realizes Cornelia Cove's cozy facade might be hiding something dangerous. Can Elle figure out what B left behind, or will this small-town mystery be the one that sticks? I almost said sticks. A Fatal Attraction by Joy Patrick. Now, Joy Patrick, this is a second series by them, I believe, and it's a husband and wife series, duo writing. Emily got to get going and get ready to head out. Drive safely, stay warm. Hopefully good news at the dentist. Okay, just says good luck at the dentist. Be careful driving. We're the moms, we say. A Fatal Attraction by Joy Patrick. Says there's 11 books in this series. As the small town of Drifters Cove buzzes with excitement over the grand reopening of the vintage Starlight Theater and the arrival of Sammy's Sideshow Spectacular, Lily's solidifying her team at Magnolia Manor with Marine vet Brian and sassy Gertrude. With FBI lead agent Armstrong still questioning Lily's contribution to the cold case team, she's extra determined to use her analytical skills to crack their latest case, the Mensa murders. Meanwhile, wanting to give her professor friend Dr. Bellamy a break from the rigors of academia, Lily invites him and his colleagues, including the beautiful and seductive Dr. Amber Jolie, to the inn for a relaxing getaway. As love blossoms and danger looms, Lily digs into the Mensa murders, unearthing a web of dirty dealings and a brilliant murderous secret. With the clock ticking, Lily races to unmask the murderer before she or someone close to her becomes the next victim. It says this is the 9th book in the series. Murder in Bloom by Rosie Sandler, 3rd in the Gardner Mysteries. It's an invitation Steph can't refuse when she's handpicked to compete in the prestigious National Trust property Colton Fishacre, with the country's top garden designers as rivals and a stunning historic estate for inspiration. It feels like a dream come true. But things quickly turn thorny when the youngest competitor falls mysteriously ill and Steph suspects foul play. Her fears are confirmed when a scream echoes through the gardens, leading her to the horrific sight of a dead body at the foot of the cliff. With her trusty dog Mouse by her side, Steph's determined not to let the culprit slip through the cracks. Uncovering the truth in a garden full of suspects is no easy task, but Steph must trim away the lies before the murderer prunes the competition for good. And probably the last one we'll have time for today. A Sprinkle of Secrets by Simone Steer, 5th in the Cafe Crimes Cozy Mystery Series. Parker Hayes has finally found her rhythm at Cachu Latte, her cozy cafe known for frothy lattes and mouth-watering desserts. But when a glitzy engagement party ends in murder, Parker's peaceful routine gets a sprinkle of chaos. The victim has ties to Parker's assistant Hazel, pulling Parker into an investigation she'd rather avoid. As she digs deeper, she uncovers whispers of shady dealings and a scheme that could rock Magnolia Grove's picture-perfect reputation. To make matters worse, Parker's parents announce that they're moving to town earlier than planned. With cookie orders piling up, nosy locals interfering, and a killer desperate to keep their secrets hidden, Parker has her hands full. Can she untangle the truth in time, or will Magnolia Grove's cozy charm crumble under the weight of its latest scandal? And that's all we have time for today. Tomorrow we'll be looking at regular crime, darker side of crime, and thrillers. Again, no sprints on my channel tonight. There will be somebody's tonight. Stay tuned for that. Cajun says, we're the mom and neither of us have children. But it's true. You know, we're mom to everybody. Mary says, take care, Emily. Enjoy your day. Kim, I was thinking the same thing, Cajun. Mary, hope everyone has a great day and stays warm. Indeed, stay safe, stay warm. If you don't have to go anywhere, don't go anywhere. Stay home, read. Read for all of us. Mary says, thanks so much. Kim, you too, Mary, and everyone else. Cajun, be careful if you have to go out or be like me and Kim and snuggle in and read. Yeah, I have to go to work. And so on and do payroll, things like that. Pick up the mail. I know there's no mail, but we have a post office box that I have to check. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much. Hope to see you tomorrow. Be safe, be warm, and as the banner says here, don't be a bookworm, be a bookie monster. Nom nom nom. Have a good day and God bless.